Hello, guys. I am so sorry that last week I didn't actually get a review on time, and this week I was delayed as well. I was actually on a vacation. I am now showing you guys out here as you look at the screen, an American Circle Corporation ad from the early 1970s. And I just wanted to show you because this is one of the most beautiful ads that they had in the 70s. And if you guys see everything from the vampire blood, the 25 lessons in hypnotism that you see right there on the left there, and all the way in the top, the snowstorm tablets, the big bang, small bang pistol. The artwork in this particular ad is unique and it's wonderful. I've loved it growing up. I thought I showed it to you guys because it is a really beautiful ad. And like I said, this review is a little different. I went through a drawer in my room, and well, just stay tuned right now as the review starts. And I do a little talking towards the middle, the end, and then at the very end, stay tuned. I actually reviewed a couple of Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Hope you like it. Okay, in this week's review, I was opening one of my drawers in the house here, and I took out a few things that I haven't opened in probably over, I would say, a year or two. And I found something I just want to show you guys. This is actually a book that I was going to publish with Dave Harvesat a while back. We had so much trouble trying to publish that it was crazy. This is actually the original Houdini newspaper that I made a copy of. And I actually sell this robot in the my eBay site. Okay, you guys know this, of course, is Monster Size Monsters. But what I thought, I was just looking, I want to show you guys some of the stuff that I had, that I found. And because, everybody always has some type of, old stuff stash. And this is some of the stuff that I have that, either original, not originals. So the reason I actually want to do this review is because I want to show you guys, Guevara is a famous artist. And this is one of the comic books you could see over here where it says, right here, Guevara right here. He did this comic a while back. The comic, you can probably get it on eBay and stuff. It does go for kind of a lot of money right now. But the three books that he published, the three original comics, are these. And he's also the guy that's done a lot of work for me. He's the guy that drew my original, I have, if you go to Etsy, you could see I have a comic book there that was made by me. And this is actually Cav's drawing that he did for me for the comic, the front. But of course, this has been colorized professionally. And this is the book cover that he was doing for the book I'm planning to be publishing soon. The 7-foot monster that never was. You could say that this is the first time I showed the cover to anybody. But, part of it is a glimpse. It's not actually like that. It's a little different in color. And, I just wanted to show some of the stuff that I found in my drawer. I think I reviewed this a while back. This is the original Throw Your Voice. So I'm not going to even open that because I did review that a while back. I just want to show you guys stuff that I found in here. Here is a catalog I used to send people. As you can see, it has, where you would open it up and, the products would be there. Now, you can see this was a while back because I'm selling the posters right here for $29.95. Of course, they were black and white at the time, so they're not the same as what I have today. Here I found a couple of photographs here of the Phantom, the Bride. I also have a pair of x-ray glasses. I just want to show what's kind of like in here. And I wanted to show you guys something really interesting. My brother one time had a CD was put out by Sony, and he was a drummer. He's still a drummer, but back then he actually had this CD put out. That was I think it might still be found on Amazon. I'm not sure, but if you could see down here was I believe it says Strong City International, and my brother actually played for Shakira on 2 occasions. Here I found this book. I know this book is really cool, and it's a collector's edition, Tales. Now, I'm showing you guys what I just found in this drawer because it's kind of cool that sometimes you look at drawers that you don't know what you have. And I took a vacation this week, so that's why I'm kind of delayed here in doing my reviews. And, I'm actually back, and I'll be back soon to work. So I was just going to receive right here. I have a 110 Great Magic Tricks. This is an old S.S. Adams book. You can actually see here the little hole where people will put it into their thing. Pegboard, 007 set of cards. Guys, every box I open in my storage is filled with crazy stuff. Here, this is an item that I know goes for, kind of, believe it or not, for a lot of money, which it's bizarre why, but it's a Dylan's car locator. I've seen this little thing sell for almost $100, and this is the original Dylan's car locator. I have it in this little pack here. I found it here. I wanted to call Chuck and tell him about it because, we don't know if we had that or not. But here is this is something that comic book ads always had. And it was just, a lot of people ask, well, the flashing skull. Oh, I always wanted the flashing skull. Well, here is your chance to get the flashing skull. To look at it, this is the actual flashing skull that I have here. And then I have a picture. Look at that picture. The original Boris Karloff coming in. This is a legendary picture. And I did review this in one of my previous videos. This is actually the dancing skeleton, an original there. I did a review of this particular book in one of my previous videos. This is like a catalog that was, it's kind of like, it has a little bit of everything. It has how to perform strongman stunts. It's a compilation that was put together by Johnson Smith Company, I believe it is. Yeah, Johnson Smith Company. Here is Ponce de Leon, one of my stuff when I went to St. Augustine, Florida. It's one of those maps that you fold, and it's a story of Ponce de Leon, and the last letter he wrote to the King of Spain to ask about Florida. This is some of the souvenirs that I did buy there. But anyway, guys, I just want to show you guys this really quick. And this review actually, it's not a big item, but like I said, I just got back from Florida. And I want to show you guys, or should I say, not back from Florida, back from vacation. I was going to go to Florida, but things didn't turn out the way I wanted to. God had other plans, so I wound up not taking the trip at all. But this is you can see this. I think it was sold, if I'm correct, by either American Circle. I forgot right now. I don't have a comic to, or by the Fun Factory, which was obviously the company that I purchased with Lou Weiss later on. I'm not too sure exactly what company sold this, but it is in comic books, and it's called the skeleton thing. Now, skeleton flashlight, skeleton light. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% positive, but I am almost sure that I reviewed that one time, the light, where I put more details on it. What I wanted to show you guys, another item that I had, that I found, is these are the UFO photographs that I sell on sometimes eBay, sometimes on Etsy, but I wanted to show you guys. I have a couple here of the photographs that I also found in this stash. And right here is this is a copy of it, obviously, but one of the original Fun Factory catalogs would have this as an insert in the center page. It was actually a folding, not the center, it was kind of like a thing, self-mailer, and you could see how, how the items were listed. The Fun Factory didn't kind of make the little cubicles or little squares, and they just kind of threw everything one, but the artwork is obviously the same. As like I always told you guys, American Circle. Same guy that ran American Circle ran with Lou Weiss, the original Fun Factory. And here is, if you guys have ever bought, and I'm sure a lot of guys own it because they sold like 1 million some copies of Mail Order Mysteries by Kirk Damaris. A lot of people ask me, well, this is page 154. And here is, this is my picture as an adult. And here I am as a kid in the Superman outfit that I had ordered Obviously, the improvised honor house would send you different things. Like in the 70s, they didn't make the original costume they had here, so they sent me this one. It was made of material. The earlier versions of that costume, which I have to find, I think I have it somewhere in my storage. I know I do have an original. It has the shorts. So this one, for some reason, I don't know why they didn't put shorts on it. I always wondered when I was a kid, but this was the greatest moment in my life there when I put on that Superman outfit. Since I used to watch George Reeves all the time, and Superman was very, very popular. Back in the 70s when I was growing up. Another thing I want to show you guys that I found in my drawer here is this is a story of Count Dante. This book, I don't know if it's still available. Here, guys, you know what? Get the ISBN there, copy it or something, and try to see if you can find it somewhere. But I bought it several years ago. But this will tell you the story of the deadliest man alive from comic books. I also wanted to show you guys, if you guys ever heard of the Indian rope trick, this book here is a phenomenal read. This will tell you how it started, the legend behind it, and what is this letter here? Just kind of curious. I just found it. Everything I have is exposing the truth. We're okay. This is something different. Okay, whatever. Here is the ISBN for this book, guys. If you guys want to get a copy on Amazon. It's an awesome book, but it will tell you the story behind the most legendary and sought-after magic trick in the world, which is the Indian rope trick, because nobody's ever seen it being actually performed. That would tell you how the legend started, and it's a great book. It's by Peter Lamont, I believe here. Peter Lamont, The Rise of the Indian Rope Trick. All right, guys, so that's another book I recommend. Here, I wanted to show you guys this mock-up here is kind of really cool. This is my buddy David Sorosky. Is I hope I didn't kill his last name there, sir, but he's the guy that publishes the stupid comics that you can always that he it's kind of like a take between Mad Magazine and stuff. I believe he's still publishing it, but here he did kind of like a parody to all this novelties from a little fold through. This is kind of cool. I found this. He actually sent me one, and I was so intrigued by it. I bought like 20 of them just for me, because I love the way he printed it, and the job he did on this is fabulous. This guy, his art, everything is he's one of the best. And by the way, he actually has been a very good person with the House of the Unusual. He's been part of us. He's done a lot of advertising for the House of the Unusual and his stupid comics and stuff. So, David, thank you for this gift. It's a really fabulous gift. I want to show there. And I think I show you guys have an original here. Of course, the envelope is original and the instructions. I have the hanky somewhere else, but this is, and you can, if you guys could see, this damage here is from the fire that I had in 1995. That's kind of like water damage. But look at the artwork on the Hiram's, the hilarious Haunted Hank. I love this artwork, makes this envelope, I think, the best one of all. And yeah, as you can see, I just want to show you guys the stuff that I have in just one of my drawers in the house. I was just cleaning, looking through it and seeing what I could find. And saying that, I guess next week I'll have a better review, and I'm going to have a special story for you guys of what I've had a lot of people contact me and tell me that I should do. And I think it's a great idea. So next week, I'm going to reach out to you guys and tell you what that idea is. Thank you. Getting back to you guys, I am, like I said, walking around Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. I'm by the Marshalls up here. And I wanted to reach out to you guys. I've been on vacation for about a week and a half now. I didn't go anywhere because unfortunately they told me my A1C level was a little high. That's what happens when you start getting old. So they put me on a medication to try to reverse the situation, and you get a little dizzy and stuff. So that's why, if you guys have noticed, I haven't posted that many reviews, and last week's review was a little late. So to let you know, I will get back to Wednesdays. This review is obviously going to be late as well. Kickstarter, there's a bunch of different ones. But what I'm trying to do the most is start a museum of some sort, and I like to discuss with somebody that knows how to do it and see what I need to get done and all that stuff. I'll handle the rest because a lot of people are telling me that this is what I should do. I'm in Marshall's Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. They do have a good assortment here. Nice. A lot of ghosts. This guy down here looks kind of cool. Okay. And they got this little haunted house, which is doesn't really do much but light up, so it's not my cup of tea. They got here, that's kind of crazy. Pink balloon.
Wait, let's go.
Let me see this in here, it looks kind of cool. More booze, please. This looks like the Addams Family thing game. That's kind of cool.
Why do you do that? Don't turn that off. Oh, sorry.
Look at all the ghosts in the thing. Very neat store. I actually purchased those 2 haunted houses already. They got a good arrangement here, but it's a lot better than the other stores next to me. But it's interesting. They use a chain.
It's a mirror. No,
They don't have any of the Martha Stewart ones here. These are really nice. I'm in Home Goods and just looking at reviewing what is available this year. And there's a couple of nice pieces, but it's kind of the same thing every year, which is surprising. There's nothing really new here. It looked like the witch's haunted house. That's too. Sometimes there's years that they have really good stuff and years that just don't really match up. But anyway, let me give a quick rundown here. They had this huge chair here, which would be good for Frankenstein to sit on. The metal bats look cool. There's a chair here, you guys see? It's kind of hollow. What I think is really cool is this little thing here. Kind of folds down, but you know, change the theme, like make it a ticket booth for an amusement park. It's $159. You guys see how it works? Let me see if I can actually get an entire thing, because I really like the way they built this. See? kind of folds like a three-way thing. I think you see the folds right there. It's really, really cool. Tempted to buy it. And here's the Headless Horseman, I think. I have this one, but mine's is heavier. This is the same price. It lights up, but see, you have to remove the bottom. I guess someone did. I put it back before, but somebody did, so that's what it looks like. See?
Yeah, I know. Where would I put that?
Looks really cool. But I think if I get it, it'll be after Halloween because I do have the same thing, but it's, I don't know, green, like old-fashioned green. And then they have this tombstone here. It doesn't light up. I don't want to even play because it looks alright. You see, guys? It's nothing really new. Again, that's my favorite part right here is that and they have a big mummy here. See, my favorite things are those ghosts, those bedsheet ghost lookalikes. Always loved those little ghosts for some reason. And I think here, this guy here is made of plastic. See? Most popular one would be the giant skeleton in the entrance.
Is there anyone waiting online?
Like this one thing here is really cool. Trying to see the price on it, $3.99. It's at the cemetery entrance. Cemetery entrance right there, see? But this sucker here I'm probably taking home either today or if my wife lets me, she's gonna flip out on me. But guys, that's all that I have here to show you. I actually did this because it's gonna kind of be, there's really nothing that stands out to me though. Nothing at all. The Raven. This is not bad for the price. Heavy duty. That's good for a Edgar Allan Poe layout. Photo shoot. And then there's some booze here. Two ravens here. All right, because it ends right here.